That's the first thing he will do when we serve him correctly. He blesses our bread. He blesses our water. And I will take away sicknesses, so he takes away sicknesses from us. Let me tell you, right service, correct service takes away sickness. Yes, it does. This one, I can tell you. If you are serving the Lord correctly and you are still, it's either you are ignorant of what is available. All right? Yes, it's either you are ignorant of what is available or you have despised the grace of God in the house. You can decide to despise the grace and say, it's nothing now, it's normal thing. If you serve correctly and you have recognized the grace of God that is available, it takes away sickness from the scriptures. There shall nothing cast their young, none be barren. So it takes away barrenness of every kind. This one, I can tell you with my life that it takes away barrenness. Both physical barrenness and spiritual barrenness, it takes it away. You've heard the story of one of my sisters, my daughters that waited on the Lord for 5 years. But this sister will still be committed to whatever. Even when they were not here. Even when the husband is in Abuja, she had relocated to Abuja. But she's still here. She was still running. She was still functioning as the treasurer of this house. It was when she was about putting to bed that I stripped her of that. I told her, Sister God's love, to take over so that we don't disturb her so much. It's okay. She served. That girl, from Abuja, she would call and she's, in fact, she was one of the persons that called me yesterday and said, Daddy, for 24 hours, I saw that there is a ban on vigils. She was even the one that called my attention. I was just doing my business. One of those days she called me. She said, Daddy, I went to do my international passport. I said, wow, beautiful. I said, beautiful. I said, me too. I think I'm sensing it is time. And she said, you know what? I said, no. I said that as they were capturing her, she heard a voice. He said, you are doing your international passport. How about your pastor? Have you done his own? And she said, it's true. And she said, I'm just calling you because the Lord put it in my heart to do your international passport. As simple as, how much was it? It's not as high as it is now. As at that time, it was less than 100,000. I think 60-something or 70-something thousand. So when I went to pick the passport, I said, imagine, how would somebody be thoughtful of me like this? I say, God, you don't know little things you do that touch our hearts. You don't know. And I went to God, I said, if you called me, I said, I just have one request. I just had the international passport. I said, Lord, if you called me, visit this woman. Open her womb. If you call me. For this act, if you call me. This is service. Of course, you know that the rest of it is a story. That same year, she took him. That same year, after 5 years. I've not shared this before. But because I'm talking to workers, I believe that your heart is toughened, your skin is thick. When we got married, we had issues with miscarriages. Twice. I pray then better than now. I drink 10 hours, 12 hours that time like joke. Some of you, you've heard this story. Because I was strong in the spirit. And I felt all I need to do is to pray for 10 hours, 12 hours, 20 hours. Okay? It's not everything that is. There are different keys to opening different doors. 2 miscarriages. I was praying. The second one that happened at the verge of long prayers. That's when my wife called me and said, you have to evacuate the child. I said, so what again? What is it again? I was asking the Lord, what is it again that you required of me? What is it again? Because I have prayed. And this is still happened. So you know what? As a man that has been well taught of God, I knew there's something I'm not doing correctly. After myself and my wife carried ourselves, my wife said, "Shay, you said Apostle Arome is your father." I said, "Yes." She said, "Then I want to see him." So you know how I was relating with him? On Facebook, on WhatsApp. Hi, Dad. How you doing, Dad? That was what I was doing with him. She said, if you said Apostle Arome is your father, I want to see him. And I said, sir, I want to see you. So we went and we met him. One of the things he told me, he said, you are my son. I have accepted to be your father. But all you have been doing all this while is to just be chatting me. Just be chatting me. I knew that was error number one. It's not everything we say. It's not everything we say. Number two, he noted something I will not tell you. Because we stayed with him for more than 2 hours that day in his office. The last thing he said is that, now you have my blessings. Now you are well covered. I said, go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was how miscarriages stopped. That was how it stopped. And part of the things Papa told us this year is that I've paid the price. I've paid the price for you. That's part of the thing he told us this last meeting. I've paid the price for you. All you need to do to enjoy all of the things that will happen this year is stay under cover. Stay under alignment. Stay under alignment. And I understood what he's talking about. What he's talking about is that what he frowns at, I frowned at it. And I know he stands when it comes to impurity, sin. I know he stands when it comes to those things. So I make sure that if it means to die, I will die, not violating his values. I will die, not dragging his name on the mud. And they will say, that is Apostle Arome's son that is misbehaving. It will never happen. That's what it means to stay undercover. He said, I have paid the price of all it takes for every of you. I have paid. He said it's a grievous price he paid. But he will not tell us now. But all that is required of us is to stay undercover. So my duty is to stay with my life, stay undercover. And just as I will tell you, some of you will come and say, I dreamed that, they dreamed that I had accident. I say, you have what? You have what? I say, get out. Carry yourself and get out from here. You have, how? Accident how? How? Except you are not in alignment. Let me tell you the truth. You don't know what we touch in God. We don't tell you these things. You don't know what the extent we've gone on your behalf. I have accident. That's why they have accident die. One come and say she's not traveling because they say, I say, go and come back. It's you that are still thinking that Satan, you are still in between, you are still thinking that Satan is a friend or is in between. Satan is never a friend for 1 second. Satan can never be trusted. If you give him your secret to cover, then you have destroyed your life, because he will still open it. He doesn't keep secrets. So why not bring out the secrets yourself? And come out of whatever it is. So barrenness is broken in service, and the number of thy days are fulfilled. So there is longevity. So these are the things you see in service. So when God is asking you to serve him, that's why as much as possible I don't delegate my parts. I do it. Because I also want to be blessed of God. I'm doing it and I'll keep doing it. So there's long life, there's prosperity, there's pleasure, there's healthy living. I'm trusting the Lord this year that God will strip off every form of sickness. It was E.W. Kenyon, his church, that they said a man went and after preaching powerful message, he said, I want to pray for the sick. If you are sick, come out. They said none was sick. He said, are there no sick people in this crowd? They said nobody was sick. It's possible. That's the kind of church I want to pastor. That will live, you will live healthy. There won't be need to buy Panadol. There won't be need to buy paracetamol. There won't be need. When we serve God and serve him correctly, it takes away sicknesses. It takes away poverty. It takes away joblessness. It takes away hardship. Because he's the one paying you. He doesn't pay in naira, he doesn't pay in dollar. He pays in more hard currencies. Prosperity, abundance, pleasure, healthy living, fruitfulness. Just like this year, I'm going to have multiples, plenty young ladies getting married this year. You don't need to say amen because it is sealed, done, sealed, stamped. This year. These things are done by service. These things are says by service. When we give our all with reckless abandon, it takes care of everything. It takes care of everything. My time is already off.